Guess what? I'm back in the lakes. Does that surprise you? And today, I'm in Keswick, and I'm with these two miscreants, Andy and Al, and we're taking on the Coledale Horseshoe. So this is an awesome horseshoe. We're doing it in the clockwise direction. It's typically done anti-clockwise. And we're going to be doing a wild camp. So this will be my first time doing a wild camp with other people, and there'll be 3 of us today, so that should be good. But for me, this is my 3rd day on the bounce in the lakes, and I had a hard day yesterday, really hard going and boggy, so my legs are feeling it today already. But it should be a good one. Hope you enjoy it. Not going to do too much filming on the way up till we get some views, but yeah, stick with us. So our first Wainwright today will be Barrow. I'm not sure if I'm looking to or not looking forward to sail with the big wiggly paths. I always intended first time doing that, I'd come down it, but today we're going up it, so that should be interesting. Certainly a windy one. 30-mile-an-hour winds forecast all night. Ooh. I was just saying clear blue skies forecast. Don't think so. Just saying before as well, this is my first camp with somebody else really.
Well, I'm pretty much the same as well, but it's quite nice to buddy up with people and sit and have a beer that he hasn't brought.
I know, I forgot my beers. I had a couple of beers last night, but they were bottles and I wasn't going to bring a bottle up here. So it's going to have to be a coffee, or I've actually brought a Horlicks today. I am that guy.
Yeah, that really old guy.
Yeah, I am old though. Andy's just over the horizon there. Right, let's keep pushing on. Let's get to the top of Barrow. First Wainwright of the day. Right, we've all just come together again. We got to a bit of a mound here and we were just having a chat. And then I just realised, looking at my watch, this is the summit of Barrow. Not much to see. No real trig up here, but this is, I believe it's 455 metres. Yeah, so it's not too bad up here now. It's getting a little bit windy at times. Not 100% where we're heading next. We must be coming up here because I can see sail in the background. You won't be able to pick it up on the camera, but I can see sail, I can see the wiggly paths up there, which is where we'll be heading. And we should be doing a summit camp in the cloud up there, or close to it. Right, I've not filmed for a little while, but this is Barrow. We've just come down here. Probably, hopefully you can hear with the wind. We're just carried up to this next section. We're just tagging this extra little summit. It's not a Wainwright. This is Stile End, height below. Can't remember. Shorter than Barrow, that's taller than us. Yeah, again, lovely views all around. Blencathra in the background there. Just hoping some of this weather clears. Still some snow in the distance on the tops. And next we're heading down here. I'm not sure if we're tagging this one, possibly. I'm guessing we're going to be going up the side of this one as well. Right in the distance, the far top is where we're looking to camp tonight, so we've got quite a bit to get up and get over first, and obviously big backpacks. It's just my usual gear today. I'll go through it a little bit later. I've gone a little bit minimalistic, not too many layers, so hopefully I'll be warm enough tonight. As we get to this next little summit, and again I'm not even sure what this one is, but we'll find out. I'll check my phone when we get to the top. But yeah, I don't know where all this lovely weather is that was forecast for today, because it ain't that great. Okay, we're at the 3rd summit of the day, and this is Outerside, 596 metres. It's all right, isn't it?
Hey up.
Fresh.
It's bloody windy. It's a windy one.
It's going to be windy higher up as well. But this route today, the Coledale Horseshoe, it's a fantastic horseshoe. Probably one of the best views you can get in the lakes. You've got the infamous sail with the zigzags, very famous as well. And there's loads of variations for this as well. You can make this route a little bit easier if you want. You don't have to do as many, or you can add some extra ones on as well. So today, although we're tagging the Wainwrights, you'll find that there's a few other summits that we're hitting today as well. I think there's about 10 or 11. So the last one, Stile End, was a little extra as well. So we thought we'd tag a few extras off on the way, because we're not doing this as a wanna. We are doing it with an overnight camp. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind. I've got the mic stuffed in my chest pouch here, so it could be good audio, it could be bad, I really don't know. But it's certainly a windy one. This is going to be interesting tonight. It's easterly 30-mile-an-hour winds right through. Blue getting attacked by all the other dogs. Yeah, so this is where we're heading, all the way up here. Should be nice and gradual, all the way up to our next pike. I think this is called Outerside or something like that. Scramble, but just climbing up on these rocks now, and this should take us to the summit of Causey Pike, I believe, but certainly the highest one so far to date. And here we are, summit of Causey Pike. Struggling to move the camera, it's that windy.
Yeah, I don't know whether my tent will take it, to be honest. I've got a 3-season tent which is pretty good quality, but I've never tested it in winds like this, so it's going to be a nice test for it, and that's what I enjoy doing, testing my gear, just to make sure that when you're buying something, you are not buying something that's rubbish from the start. I'll be right.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be all right, but yeah, should be windy. I'll have to try and get somewhere not quite as exposed. And here's Andy just coming up now as well.
Some sticks?
We take pictures at arm's length and we're all just...
Oh yeah, yeah.
You got stone, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I think we're almost ready. We'll head off. As you can see, this is where we're going now. So we're coming back along the way we've just come, dropping down, and eventually over sail and onto the far one as well. And right on the top, this is where we're going to be camping, somewhere up there. So nice to be out in the lakes again for the 3rd day on the bounce. And I'll be heading home at some stage tomorrow, and then back on Sunday. I think with Kay we're going up to Stile Pike or something like that. She's not been out for ages, so fancies a decent hike. Although this doesn't look like much, I believe that this here is also a little summit. I think this is Crags. Oh, my memory, 672 metres, around that. So the good news is we've made it over all those tops now, and now we're approaching Sail. This is such an iconic place to photograph as well. It looks fantastic. Almost wish I brought my drone today, but I knew it was going to be windy, so I left it in the car. Right, I'm going to show you on the iPhone because it'll do it more justice. So there's Stile Head, and then just ahead, here's a fantastic sail. Look at that, we've got to go up now, all the way to the top. I think you see some people coming down there as well. Yeah, look at that, fantastic. So we're heading up to Sail, and then we've got another summit on the back of that where we're going to camp. How awesome does that look? Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, how good's that to have a really nice trodden path, and obviously the zigzags will help with the steepness as well. Yeah, it looks fantastic. It's nice in these little dips as well. The wind's just dropped down, so it's feeling good. And Al's already mentioned, I can't remember the tent that is coming today, but it's not the strongest one in the wind. Whereas my Hilleberg will be fine. Andy's QU Storm, whatever it's called, that'll be fine. It'll just be Al. He's a big lad though, he can handle it. So just zigzagging down to the bottom, and then we will make our ascent. And like you can see now, it doesn't look as impressive from here, but further back looks incredible. It's quite gradual, but still a slog. That sun's coming out But you can see the clouds, how fast they're moving. Definitely windy on these tops. Yep. Bitterly cold, he said. Right, there's a tiny little cairn here. I'm looking for the sail puddle because I need to get some water and I don't think it's existing. Oh, there's a little bit of water here, let's have a look. But this is sail. We've made it up here. Touched the summit. 773 metres. Boom. Right, and this is where I can see a hole here. This is my water source. So I'm going to fill up 2 litres of water, drink some as well and top up. And next, got another ascent to the top of our next Wainwright and hopefully a camp up there as well. Right, that was a mission. I've just filled up with the dirtiest water in history. Hopefully we'll be able to filter that crap out. I took my gloves off because I had to dip my hands in the water. My hands are absolutely frozen. Now I have got some other gloves in the back of my bag, but I just can't get them out at the moment. So I'm gonna have to just carry on without and hopefully they'll heat up. But they're paining at the moment. It looks epic in front actually. We've got this other climb. That's been the story of today, climb after climb. I'm following you, Blue. I hope there's a way down this side. So we've just got to climb down here. Look, Blue smashing it, and that's where we're heading. Up onto the tops. I think once we tag this one, we come down to the next one as well. I think these are 2 different summits, but well, I'll let you know when we get up there. It's cold, isn't it?
It's a bit nippy, like.
Looks like we've got a bit of a scramble, bit of a section up here. Slowly but surely up over this ridge. This will be the highest point today as well. The lads are catching up now, they're just behind. Blue went back to look for Al. I love it how he always looks back to make sure he's there. Finally made it to the top of the summit, and I think this is Crag Hill. I'll put the height below, I'm not sure what it is, but it's 800 and odd metres, it's high. And the sun's just come out, but it is freezing and it's windy. If I can get there with the wind, awesome. Wow. My God. We're gonna have to find some shelter somewhere, aren't we?
Not a chance for pitching, is it?
No. Now there are some little grassy patches, so what we're going to do, we're just going to have a little look to see if this is one we can pitch on or if we have to go a little bit lower. Right, so what we did there, we've just dropped out the wind, but we've just noticed this over here. It's completely off the route, but it looks epic. The danger of being on this side is we are going to be in the wind again. However, there's a little dip on the other side, so we might be able to find somewhere to pitch. I can confirm it's windy as shit on here. Oh. Crazy winds. So strong over here, it's worse than before. Right, we've come back to our original location where we found before. We found a couple of little spots. Looks beautiful with the sun, but it's still very, very windy. But yeah, I think Andy's just going to be behind here. So nothing fancy on this one. I'm just going to get the tent up and I'll bring you back when we're inside because it is a cold one. Woo! Right, that was a mission. And we've got some decent updates or some good and bad to show you. I'll give you the bad first. That's Andy with his QUI Storm. His pole snapped. He's obviously putting it up and somehow, I don't know how it snapped. Literally, hasn't it? Not even on a joint.
Yeah, the joint's there.
Will it go over it, that what I've given you?
I need a rock to flatten it first.
There's mine. Hilleberg Solo. Looking nice and solid. Double pegged every single one as well. I brought loads of pegs today, so everyone is double pegged. but that's looking good. Wind's coming from this direction. This is Al, it's Tempest 2, which is massive. Look at this. Getting tunnel temp, but it's looking solid. It's looking good. And how's Blue? Oh, lovely. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, we've got set up. I'm going to help Andy now because he's struggling. Let's try and help him fix this pole. I've just given him my replacement sort of pole fixer from the Hilleberg. I've never used it before, so I'm going to help Andy now. Let's get his tent sorted. Right, we've managed to bend some of Andy's pole and we've managed to get my sleeve on it, but we're just trying to find some instructions now for what we need to do, whether we need to hammer this on here so it doesn't slide off because we've got no tape. Maybe under tension it'll stay in. I mean, that's what I think. It's in the middle of the pole.
That's what I think.
So we can, well, should we have a little go and we'll see. We're no worse off anyway if it snaps. We'll just have a little look. Work out what it's out there. Right, I'm going to put the camera away because this is impossible.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, you know, a little thing that we've come out for a camp together today, but it's actually a bloody good job because if Andy had come on his own, he would have had to bail. But if you look where it snapped, it's actually pretty lucky that it's in the middle of both sections, so it's keeping it in place. This here, if it was on like somewhere here, it'd just slide down. So that's worked all right. His poles are 9.5mm. My Hilleberg are 9mm. So they are more than strong enough. You know, the black label Hilleberg tents are only a 10mm. So how that snapped.
Just a massive gust, in fairness. There was a massive gust of wind.
We live and learn. Just looking at Blue here, and I can see a stone. Let's make him happy. So here it is. We had to use that stone just to bash Andy's poles because obviously where they split they widened so the sleeve wouldn't go over, so we managed to crush those, but hopefully he can get another section and repair it. Al's in the Weshell Tempest 2. I bet you've not seen many of them on YouTube.
The thing that's special about this tent, this is why I thought I'd try it out, it's got this asymmetrical inner, which means you've got a really long section here. So you can see that's a large mat. Look how far it comes here.
Yeah, it's really long,
huge.
isn't it?
So
see, even if you're on your own, it can be low at the sides, but you can be right in the middle there and you're fine. And even though it looks like your feet are touching at the bottom, that inner is quite far away from the outer, isn't it? So
it is, but it's a bit flappy, that's the only thing.
yeah, it's good as well because it's low profile, so it should be good in the wind. Some good venting. See, I've got my Abisko Light 3, which I suppose is very similar to this, but the one thing I don't like about mine is the back, but it goes very low, so if you have got strong winds it can collapse a little bit. I think it's similar in my Abisko Light 2, apart from you haven't got the door.
Yeah,
so I think the
Abisko Light 3.
Abisko Light 3. So I think the door comes in the, is it the shape? Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like the idea of a door, so especially when, like, you know, even tonight we can probably, you can get somebody in there, we can sit in the vestibule, you'll get a few of us in there. But if you're in wet gear, anything like that, that's fantastic. You've got loads of room, you're not getting anything wet inside your tent. Oh, right, I'm freezing now. I've been out of the tent for ages. Just look at this view ahead. We've got our 3 tents lined up, got some low clag in the distance. The sun's obviously setting, or set behind the hills. Looks absolutely stunning, all the different layers. And you've got the cloud rolling in as well. So I'm going to get in my tent and warm up a little bit because I'm dithering. Right, I'm finally sorted out in the tent and I'm probably in a position to show you what I've got now. It's my usual suspects. You know, I don't like to change my gear up too often if it works. So we've got the X-Bed Mega Pillow, which I obviously love. My Thermarest Extern, that'll keep me warm. My Leviathan OEX 900 sleeping bag. Love this sleeping bag. I only paid £90 for it when they very first came out years ago, and it's fantastic. Always done a really good job, kept me warm. A little bit of warm stuff in there. I've got my down booties on. I'm like a walking advertisement for this Polar Tech. So this is my Century Designs orange one that everybody asks about, but this is the Alpha 60. I love this, fantastic. But I've actually got the Polar Tech pants as well. Now these are on. And I bought these at the Om last year. They were on offer and I thought, oh, I've wanted something like this. So I've just got these on over my leggings and that should keep me warm. I've got no down pants, but that should do for me. Food for tonight. You probably notice on my camps, I don't often bother with food. Or I take it and don't end up eating it, but I've got loads of things. Southern fried chicken wrap. So I'm gonna eat that in a minute with a marshmallow chocolate bar. Ooh, get in. I've got some of these buffalo chicken strips. I've had these for a little bit. They were 63p on offer. They're all right, those. Again, a little bit of protein, something to snack on. My main meal, if I have it, my favourite adventure food, pasta bolognese. I love this. I probably will have that tonight. I've got chicken and sweet corn noodles and tomato and herb pasta. And these are fantastic. Bang them in your cup, a little bit of water. As I said, just 5 minutes, less than 1% fat, 200 calories. Perfect. And these were on offer, 65p each. A few Snickers. Oh, that time of year, mini eggs. And the other things I've got are some coffees. Now the lads brought beers. I didn't bring any beers. I actually forgot, but I'm not that bothered about a beer on a camp. So what I've bought, you know, I'm starting to look my age now, so I saw them on offer, 40p. Horlicks. Instant hot malty goodness. So I just thought that'd be nice, something different. So, you know, a little bit of a different flavour. So I'm going to have that. I am concerned that my water is blacker than anything and dirty. 1.3 litres. I didn't fill it up totally. And obviously this is a black thing, but the water's black. Now the great thing is, you can put the Katadyn filter straight on this and filter out of it. Now what I should have done, you can probably see in my bag there. I mean, look at the dirt in there. What I should have done, I can put this filter straight onto this and filter it, but what I should have done was not get this bag dirty, and I could have filtered it into this, then filtered this into my pot, but it is what it is. So these I'm going to use, hopefully it's going to be okay. I'm going to boil it and I'll make my meals with these, and I've got a little bit of water left and I'm going to save this just to drink on its own because I'm really thirsty. But yeah, it's nice to be in here now, nice and warm, settled, all set for the night. Tent will be nice and solid, and that was a really good hike. Really enjoyed that today. We've tagged off a few extra peaks. I don't know what they are. You'll have seen them. Here's blue. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Right, back in the tent now. As you can hear, very, very windy outside. I haven't filmed, it's so much later now, but we've all been sat in Al's tent, just been having a really good chat. Just had a really, really nice time. Really good hike today, really enjoyed it. Shame about the weather. It is quite nice outside, but this wind is brutal. So I'm so glad that we found this spot and dropped down a little bit. Hopefully Andy's tent will be okay tonight. I think I'm going to make something to eat. I've only had a little sandwich and a brew. So I'm going to make my dehydrated meal, nothing fancy tonight, and then I might have a mug shot later. So there's the water. It's not the best, but it was black. This got wet before, so let me find something else to light it with. Right, take two. I've had to borrow one off Al just to get it lit. You saw all the sparks there. That's probably from the lighter before. And bang that on. Whack it up. And a little star of the show, I did show them earlier, but these shoes, I've been loving my Ultras because I get no knee pain, but these are the Gore-Tex versions. Let me take one off. Oh, just nearly torched it. So still the same sole as before, but because the Gore-Tex, they're waterproof and they've been absolutely amazing. I love them. They got absolutely soaked on the hike yesterday, but because I put them on the radiator last night, they were dry again today and it was absolutely fine. Let's just have a little check of this. That looks like it's nearly done to me. I think it is, yeah, it's boiling and it's right to the top. Okay, so I'm just going to make my food. You don't need to show you putting this together and eating it, but I'm going to have this. And then I might go and have a chat with the lads in a bit. But for now, I am freezing, so I might go do a quick live on Facebook message the missus, eat my food, chill out for a bit, and I've got a few things downloaded on YouTube to watch tonight. Usually I don't do that, but tonight I'm just going to chill, watch some YouTube, have a little relax. Right, I'm just chilling in the tent now. It's about 9 o'clock. Andy went for a walk about half an hour ago. Don't think he's come back yet, so I don't know where he's gone. It's just windy, cold, and clagged in as well. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like in the morning. Bushman's in his tent over there. I've just been chilling in here. I've eaten my tea, which went down a treat. Treated myself to a Snickers, and now I'm just treating myself to a few mini eggs. Oh, it's that time of year, perfect. So I'm not going to film any more tonight, but I'm just going to chill out now. And then tomorrow we're going to carry on the Coledale Horseshoe. So I think we've got 2 more Wainwrights to bag on the way back. And hopefully we'll probably get down for about 11 o'clock nice and early. So thank you for watching so far. Next clip will be morning unless there's some drama in the night. Peace out. Good morning. It's about 6:15 and I slept pretty well, which is good. Tossed and turned a few times in the night. It was really windy, but the tent was great, so I felt good. So yeah, it was a cold one. Good bit of frost on the tent. Whew. Yeah, certainly a frosty one. Yeah, nice and cold last night, so we obviously had some snow. I won't see Andy because he's got his door open. Morning, morning. What have you got cooking up?
2 coffees, double cup of coffees. I'm just about to do cashew and goji berry porridge
tent meals
first.
Yeah, lovely. What have you got in here?
In here,
Yeah.
I'm just boiling my water because I'm going to eat my porridge out of that because I haven't got a bowl. This is Seed Summit collapsible cook set. So it collapses right down really, really thin. They're obviously heat resistant, but they're not flame resistant.
Got a great little setup. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to try and borrow something so I can light mine and make a brew. So we've managed to get Andy's lighter. Now I've got the Soto things. I've left it in the car, but I've got the bigger one. This is like the tiny one. Maybe I'll have to add this to my collection as well, but I had a little protector on there. And then, yeah, perfect. So we'll use that and let's get a brew on. I put some of the things away in the tent because it's a right mess, but now to make a brew. No food for you, mate. Yeah, a few people have asked me what this bag is as well. So it's just a little Dyneema bag. It's a bit overkill, but I put my gas canister in it. So when you put it in your pot, it's not rattling, but you're not going to get it mouldy as well. So you can use a cloth, but I just find the cloth sometimes get a bit mouldy. But these bags, perfect. Never easy with gloves on this. Look how much water I've got left in here. Hopefully enough for a brew. Now I had this in my bag all night, but it's obviously frozen this. Yeah, just got ice and dirt in there. That might be the end of this filter, but we'll see. When I get home I'll run some hot water through it and see if we can get it going again, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get any water out of this. Yep, absolutely nothing. So luckily I did save this water, fresh water from yesterday, so I'll just use a bit of this and I'll just drink the rest. Make a nice big brew. I feel bad, he wants me to throw this. This was a ball yesterday. You completely demolished it. Lie down. Halfway around I put the little stand on because it wasn't very sturdy, but that's perfect. And I'm going to have a Horlicks. I've only ever had one once before. It was Kay who got me into these. Perfect. I can't even find my spoon now. I'm using the back of a peg. This is what it comes to.
I'll borrow one.
No, I'll be right. See, just look at these very good principles here. We all know that you have to Gleave no trace. Look at Ali. You're thinking, what's he picking up here? And it's all part of the ball that Blue's just been terrorising.
He's chewed it completely up into all these pieces, so I'm making sure I've got it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to glue it back together and make it whole again.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, but it's nice. Lovely you, aren't you? What's my drink? I know you want to lick my face. No. I don't. Oh, look, lovely. Right, I'm going to put some of this away, and then I'll bring you back when we're packing up. Right, so as you can see, all packed away. Just got to put the poles away here, but that was my little space for last night, and the lads are just packing up now as well. This is all doing the hard thing. No one likes doing this in the morning. Good job I brought some spare little bags from my tent because I can't find my Hilleberg bag. So I've either lost it, it's either blown off, hopefully not, or it's in my bag somewhere. So hopefully I'll find that when I get home. Hello. Right, so let me get these last things away before the wind picks up again, and then we can start heading off. We're probably heading back up on here and then over the other side, but I'm going to keep this on today because it is freezing. Probably hear Al vlogging in the background, but yeah, we're all packed away now. That's my footprint there, Al's mammoth footprint here. Look how much space Andy's had in there. Awesome.
Living like a king.
But yeah, this has been an awesome camp. We've checked, everything's gone, Gleave no trace. Let's go. So I've got the poles out, my hands, my fingers are absolutely freezing through these gloves as well. Whoa! Right, I'm going to put the camera away while I get down here because it is dangerous. Yeah, we're just following this along. So it looks like we're getting to another edge where we need to be a little bit careful. Now that is awesome. I think we're heading on top of here, on top of these. But yeah, this looks amazing, it's cool. Oh, if you can kind of see through there, this is where we will be heading. This would be a great place to pitch actually with this view. But we're gonna come down. I presume we're going up to this one and then all the way across. We've got to make our way down to this path, and it's a bit of a drop and very slippy.
Definitely a bit slippy. Right.
So it's a bum job, isn't it?
Keep lowering myself down. Fitting against this side.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a slide on your bum job, this.
See, always with me, I'll always choose the grass over any rock because the rock's generally pretty slippy.
I might get the old 360 camera out. Might be a little bit easier to film. So let me put this away and let's get the other one out.
Now I wish I had a smaller bag on.
I wish I didn't have these poles in my hand. They're doing me head in now, but it's all right.
Kebab, mate.
Yeah, hey?
Kebab, mate.
Yeah, just throw them at Al. Yeah, it's just easier to have two hands on. I say if you kind of slide down and use the rocks to stop yourself. Blue, smashing it down there, well done. As you can see, it's scrambly all the way down. You all right, Andy? Yeah. So a bit of a challenge for Andy coming down here because he's got a big backpack on. He's got a 70-litre backpack, so it makes it a little bit tricky coming down on your bum because it wants to push you forward all the time. I don't know what this peak is in the distance. I'm not really sure. I think ours is going to be straight ahead. I think that's Hopegill, and then we'll be going right over Grisedale and down, which is obviously another big climb. Andy's smashing it down here. Just careful on this bit, it is slippy, stay low.
Yeah. Andy, towards this grass bit, and come down this grass, it's a lot grippier.
Me and Andy just following behind now, taking our time. Some blue skies in the distance, always good to see. Hopefully it should brighten up a little bit later for us. Still a little bit more hands-on. A couple of other people at the bottom here. You can just see what we've come down there though. Definitely a bit of a dodgy one, but enjoyable. It's warmed up a little bit now, so I'm gonna have to ditch this puffy jacket because it's gonna be super warm getting up this next climb. It's a slog, not too bad though. We didn't expect them to be so much down after this last one. So yeah. Glad I've got this thing on my face, just the buff. Makes a massive difference keeping that cold off. Andy just behind here. And Al and Blue just leading the way. Real big help with the poles as well, digging in. Just to taking that little bit off your legs. That little bit of purchase from sliding back. It's just opened up behind as well, look at this. That's where we were yesterday. Just getting to the summit. This is actually sand hill. Got out, getting a bit of shelter from the wind. Smart. Right, so now we're just getting to the top of Hopegill Head, which is a Wainwright. Whoa! Looks awesome up here. Very windy. But yeah, right on top, great views from here. Oh yes. Look at that down into the valley. So I'm guessing straight on is what we're coming over now. So it's over the next two bumps. One of them's Grisedale, I'm not sure what the other one is, but we'll tag it when we get there. Some awesome views from up here. And again, you've got views going out that way as well, and I don't know where that's taken us to, but that isn't our way. But I'm sure you could extend this walk and come out of this one and go down, you know, even another side. So just careful getting down there, not to slip. But yeah, tremendous view. So we need to make our way back towards kind of the path we saw before, circle round, head down and up our next one. I'm sure we'll find the path down, it's somewhere this way. So we've got to get on top of this one and all the way along the ridge and down there. Morning. Yeah, so this is a Saturday in the lake, so that's why we're seeing so many people this morning. Let's get up on the top of there. It's not a Wainwright, but it's another summit. Hobcarton Hill or something like that. Morning.
Yeah.
Meeting some subscribers up here. Right, we're finally getting to the top of Grisedale Pike. It's a steep climb up, but it's quite gradual, so it's all right. Steady. A few other people up here now. Not sure where Andy is. I think he's gone down on the other side. I'd love to say look at the epic views, but not so epic up here with the mist. Awesome though, this is our last Wainwright of the day. So after here it should just be a long descent all the way back to where we started. So we'll just spend a couple of minutes up here, wait for Al, and then we'll head down and try and find Andy. It's nice always meeting a few subscribers and stuff and having a bit of a chat with some other people. Always good. Always take the time to speak to people. But now I need to catch them up because they're well ahead. I've been gabbing like I always do. It's all good though. There you go, lads in front. So even though initially when I thought about doing this, I was always going to do it the traditional way, but now we've gone clockwise, I actually think it's better. I think it's a little bit, I mean, it's all a bit of a slog, but I think it's easier. You've got quite a few ups, obviously coming up the other way as well, but they're a little bit steeper and not as long, so you get to recover, and a little bit up and down. Whereas this is just one big slog from Grisedale, but we've kind of done the majority of it now, so we're just going to basically make our way along this ridge. Right, I've not filmed for a bit, but as you can see, we obviously got down off Grisedale Pike. That is a long way down, but really gradual. So now we're down. Personally, I want to find somewhere, you know me, a couple of cheeky beers, why not indeed, before I head back. And hopefully, if I can head back via Grasmere, get to the gingerbread shop again. Get my fix. Andy's going that way, he's off, he's gone. And Bushman's Park where I am. So let's get back to the cars. Let's say bye to Bushman and Blue. It's been a cracker, really enjoyed it. Honestly, I've needed this, and it's been so different to come out with somebody else and do a wild camp as well. Just gives you it's a different vibe. You know, I'm really conscious that I've not had the lads on camera, which you probably, a lot of you would like to see, but when you're here, again, I say it so many times, but you want to be present. We've just had good banter, really good chats, and not all the time do you want to be sticking a camera in front of people. So we've got on really well, really enjoyed it, but yeah, not on camera so much. There'll be plenty more times in the future, I'm sure. All settled. Andy just disappeared. We've not managed to say bye to Andy, but I just want to say I've had a really good camp. Great to meet the lads again.
It has been awesome, mate. Cold, but
Yeah.
an absolutely awesome one. Definitely nice to be out in the fells again.
As I say, I've not had the lads on so much on camera, but we've just been really present, just having good chats and stuff, and you don't always want to put the camera in people's faces either.
Next time, bring a beer.
Yeah, I just missed the beer on this one. That's the only thing I missed, but it's been really good. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you on the next one. Peace.